Good morning dear students, welcome to my YouTube channel again, and we are going to continue our exercise 3.6 and we are going to do question number 2 today, and it is related to problem sums. And as usual, what we till now what we have done, and any problem sums are there, I used to help you to obtain a pair of a linear equation and then you have to solve at your own. So here also we are going to do the same thing. Here I am helping you to obtaining a pair of linear equation, and the rest of the process to find out the solution you have to do at your own. So let's start exercise 3.6 question number 2. Now first question is Ritu can row downstream 20 km in 2 hours and upstream 4 km in 2 hours. Find her speed of rowing in a still water and the speed of a current. What do you mean by rowing? It is a river rafting, right? So the Ritu can row or downstream. What do you mean by downstream and upstream? That you have to first understand. So for example, this is the river, and okay, this is the flow of a river. The flow is like in this direction, in forward direction, and this is the flow. And someone is sitting here in the boat, and the direction of the boat is also in the same direction. So it goes downstream. It goes downstream. This is for the downstream. Okay, now the same direction is of the river at this forward direction, like this, and someone move in upward direction. The person who is sitting in the boat moves in a upward direction. This is called the upstream. This is called the upstream. Are you getting it? If a person who is sitting in the boat is going in the same direction as the flow of the river, it is called the downstream. And if a person moves in the opposite direction than the flow of the river, it is called the upstream. Now we have to see here, we have to find out the speed of a rowing in still water and the speed of a current. So first of all, we have to here do the supposition that the speed of the Ritu in a still water is x and the speed of the Ritu in a current water is y. If both are in the same direction, if this is the x and this is y, and in downstream, as both go in the same direction, it means here we get x plus y. Is it clear? In a downstream case, we got x plus y. Why? Because both are in the same direction. Try to understand this concept. This type of questions are very important and mostly asked in 3 marks question. So downstream means x plus y, and here upstream both in opposite direction. One go upstream upside and the second go downside. So here the speed is x minus y. For the upstream, the speed is x minus y. So again, first of all, you have to do the supposition. Speed in a still water is x, speed in the current water is y. And as I just told you, therefore the downstream is x plus y km per hour and the upstream is x minus y km per hour. As you know, what is the speed? What do you mean by speed? Speed is distance by time. Distance by time. And here, if you notice, it is given that the Ritu can row downstream 20 km, means distance is given in 2 hours. It means time is also given. And from this, we have to obtain the first linear equation. As speed is distance by time. So what do you mean by time? Time is distance by speed. For downstream, what is the speed now? X plus y. So here we are in place of speed. What we have to substitute? X plus y. And how much distance it cover in downstream? It is 20 km. And how much time required? It is 2 km. Isn't it easy? Okay, now you have to just do the cross multiplication and we get a first linear equation, that is x plus y is equal to 10. Similarly, you have to obtain a second linear equation by using the second case. A second case, in that it is given that the upstream 4 kilometer in 2 hours. So upstream, as you know, upstream its speed is x minus y. So same formula, time is equal to distance by speed you have to apply. So here time is again 2 for the second case. Distance is 4 and the speed is x minus y. Again you have to do a cross multiplication and you will get the second linear equation, that is x minus y is equal to 2. By looking both the equation, which method you can prefer? Elimination method. Simply add these two equations, so we can eliminate easily y variable and we can get 2x is equal to 12. Therefore x is equal to 6. It means the value x is what? It is a speed in a still water. Therefore the speed in a still water is 6 km per hour. If we substitute 6 here, what should we get for y? Y is equal to 10 minus 6 is equal to 4. Therefore, the speed in a current water is 4 km per hour. Isn't it easy? I hope you got this concept downstream and upstream. Every time downstream means its speed is x plus y and upstream means x minus y. That you have to remember, and that then it's easy for you to substitute the value in the definition and then do the calculation by for getting the solution. Let's move to the next one. Now question number 2. This is very interesting question. 2 women and 5 men can together finish an embroidery work in 4 days. Here 2 women plus 5 men together, दोनों मिलके काम करते हैं. Finish an embroidery work means कोई एक ही काम दोनों मिलके करते हैं. And how many days they require to finish one work only? 4 days. Try to understand. 2 women plus 5 men together require 4 days to finish one embroidery work. While 3 women, 6 men can finish it, same work, in a 3 days. Find time taken by one woman alone to finish work and that can be taken by one man alone. So first of all you have to do supposition that the work done by one woman alone is equal to x days and one man is equal to y days. So let's start. The time taken to finish the task is by one woman is equal to x days, and same work finished by one man is equal to y days. As it is, and if the time is required to finish one task by one woman is x days. Okay, so on per day, how much work they done? So therefore, one woman's 1 day work is equal to 1 by x. Is it clear? And one man's 1 day work is equal to 1 by y. अगर टोटल मिलके वुमन को फॉर एग्जाम्पल 5 दिन लगते हैं काम करने में, टास्क पूरा करने में, तो पर डे का टास्क कितना पूरा करेंगे? सो इट इज 1 by 5. इट इज लाइक दैट. ओके, सो टोटल टाइम रिक्वायर्ड टू फिनिश द टास्क फॉर वन वुमन इज x डे. सो सिंगल डे पे वो कितना काम करेंगे? सो इट इज 1 by x. सिमिलरली फॉर man it is 1 by y. Okay, now let's go to the condition. In first line it is given that 2 women plus 5 men finish together, therefore I have written here plus, together finish work in 4 days. Okay, see here you have to keep in mind that there is a one work only. That work is embroidery work and therefore it is equal to 1. But what is equal to? So 2 women. वो एक वुमन का कितना है? 1 by x. So 2 women is 2 into 1 by x. Plus for single man it is 1 by y. Okay, 1 day work. So for 5 day 1 day work is 5 into 1 by y. And how many days they require? 4. So 4 into 2x, 2 by x plus 5 by y is equal to 1. And if I take this 4 to the other hand, now the equation is 2 by x plus 5 by y is equal to 1 by 4. This is your first linear equation. We will get the second equation by using the second condition. Here in second it is given that 3 women plus 6 men together finished a task in 3 days. So 3 days and per day activity by 3 women, per day activity by 6 men, and together it means it is a plus. So 3 by x plus 6 by y. Now I get this 3 to the other hand, and therefore the final equation I got is 3 by x plus 6 by y is equal to 1 by 3. Now if you see or notice that these equations are not exactly in a standard form, and we have just done the equation reducible to the linear equation. So here also you have to do supposition. The next part of the process is what? Let 1 upon x is equal to a and 1 upon y is equal to b, and therefore we can get the equation 2a plus 5b is equal to 1 by 4, and here 3a plus 6b is equal to 1 by 3. Now after taking LCM, what will be the equation? 8a plus 20b is equal to 1. Now this is your standard linear equation, and here 9a plus 18b is equal to 1. So this is the second linear equation which is in a standard form. So by using this equation and this equation, by any process, any algebraic process or method, you can find out the solution. I hope it is clear about the process and rest of the steps. Let's move to the next. Now let's do the last example of question number 2. Ruhi travels 300 km to her home partly by train and partly by bus. थोड़ा distance train से travel करती है, थोड़ा distance bus से travel करती है. She takes 4 hours if she travels 60 km by train and remaining by bus. So total 300 km she travels, and if she travels 60 km by train and rest of by bus, rest of means 300 minus 60 is 240. So that if she do this, then it takes 4 hours. If she travel 100 kilometers by train and remaining means 200 by bus, it takes 10 minutes longer. 10 minutes longer it means than the earlier one. In first case it takes 4 hours, and in second case 10 minutes longer means more than 4 hours. 4 hours 10 minutes. Are you getting me? 4 hours 10 minutes she required to reach home if she travels 100 km by train and rest of means 200 km by bus. Find the speed of train and the bus respectively. So here what we have to do? Supposition. We have to do supposition regarding the speed of a train and speed of a bus. And as there is 2 cases here, we can solve like this. So let's see. Speed of a train is equal to x kilometer per hour. Speed of a bus is equal to y kilometer per hour. In case 1, total distance she travel is 300 km. So in case 1, journey by train is 60 km and journey by bus is rest of the journey by bus. It means by train she travels 60 km and by bus she travels 240 km, and the time taken such is 4 hours. As you know, the time is equal to distance by speed. So here T1 it means related with the train and T2 is time related with the bus. So T1 is equal to again distance by speed. So T1 is equal to distance travelled by train is 60 and the speed of a train, as we assume that it is x. So it is T1 is equal to 60 by x. This T1, again I tell you, this is the time related to train. T2, time related to bus. As she travelled 240 km by bus and its speed is y kilometer, we already assumed. And therefore T2 is 240 by y. The total time she required to reach is 4 hours. And therefore T1 by T2 is equal to 4. Is it clear? Now next step is to substitute the value. Instead of T1, can I add 60 by x? Yes. Plus instead of T2, 240 by y is equal to 4. If I take out 15 as a common, 4 as a common from all these three terms, I got 15 by x plus 60 by y is equal to 1. And if I divide this whole equation by 15, if I divide this equation by 15, I will get 1 upon x plus 4 upon y is equal to 1 by 15. So this is our first linear equation. Okay, now from second case we will obtain the second linear equation. In second case, she travels by train 100 km and by bus she travels 200 km. The time required is 4 hours 10 minutes. See, here important thing is we have to convert this minute into hour. And therefore it is 4 plus. What is 10 minutes? 10 by 60 is hour. So therefore 4 plus 10 by 60. And therefore 4 plus 1 by 6. And therefore 6 4s are 24. 24 plus 1 is 25 by 6 hours. She needed when she travelled by train 100 kilometers and by bus 200 kilometers. Again same concept we are going to use. T1 is for train and T2 is for bus. And therefore T1 plus T2 is 25 by 6. And therefore 100 by x plus 200 by y is equal to 25 by 6. If we take out 25 as a common from all these three terms, finally we get 4 by x plus 8 by y is equal to 1 by 6. Now this is the second linear equation. As you see, both the equations are not in an exactly standard form. Again you have to assume here 1 by x is equal to a and 1 by y is equal to b. So our first equation would be like this: a plus 4b is equal to 1 by 15. Here 4a plus 8b is equal to 1 by 6. And then after taking LCM in both the equation, you can get a linear equations or a pair of a linear equation which is in a standard form. And then you can solve or get the value x and y by any algebraic method, either cross multiplication, elimination or substitution method. Is it clear? Here our chapter number 3 is over now. I hope you got all the concept and all the methods properly, and you can easily solve or got the solution of x and y by any method. I repeat, by any method if you solve, you will get the same answer. And don't forget to verify your answer in each and every sum, especially in chapter number 3. Okay, now we will meet in our next lecture with the new chapter. Okay, soon. Until then, goodbye. Stay safe.